When I was younger, I always had negative thoughts in my head throughout the day. Maybe you can relate to this, but I always have thoughts like, it's not for me, like I'm not made for this, it's not my thing, like I couldn't do it, like why me? Like, you know, like this small belittling thoughts about myself. I was very deeply conditioned by authority figures that I was like that I just couldn't do anything. I was a useless guy. The worst part is I had nothing to prove otherwise. Like I was just a guy addicted to video games, addicted to junk food, addicted to masturbation, pornography, and yeah, I had nothing to like say like, oh yeah, but then I have a V-taper, oh yeah, but then I'm rich as fuck, you know. Like what can I say if they were like, oh yeah, that's why you're a lazy guy. Yeah, that's why, see, you're so lazy. Like what can I really say to that? No, I'm not lazy, like I still masturbate to this monster. Like no, right? So that's why it's even worse when you don't have anything to prove and people like negatively reinforce that action of yours, and you should feel, and I felt shame, and I think everyone would feel shame as well. Yeah, I hated my appearance, I hated how I feel, I hated that the girl that I liked didn't text me back. I hated everything in life. Like I was so nihilistic and hopeless. I didn't wanted to like live like how I did anymore. This was back in 2022, which is like 2 years ago. So you can see like I definitely made a huge transformation then, but back then the feelings and thoughts that I would get were so negative, and yeah, I just knew like I couldn't live like that anymore, and I didn't know the roadmap to not feel like that. This is the most important one, like my self-image, my self-confidence. How do you think my self-confidence was like when I was having all those negative thoughts? Do you think they were like positive, good, hopeful about the future? Probably not, right? If you're a skinny guy and you want to build your dream aesthetic physique, click the first link in the description right now. What is confidence? Confidence is basically being competent. Competent is good. So if you're competent in playing soccer, then you will have confidence playing soccer. Does that make sense? So if you're competent in an area of life, it can be anything. It can be studies, it can be piano, it can be a sport, it can be whatever. And if you're competent in the area of life, you are going to be confident, like without a doubt. And if you're like me, if you're like younger me, if you have low confidence in general, chances are you're just not competent in something that you are proud of. Like I feel like that's the most important part. Like you can be competent in like video games, right? Like is that something that you're proud of? Of course, maybe when you're playing the video game and you're confident, like, oh, you're gonna top frag this game, you're gonna kill everybody, you're gonna be radiant on the leaderboard. You can be confident like in that ability because you're playing the game, you have been putting like almost 10,000 hours into the game. So of course you're confident when you're inside the game, but then the moment you're out of the virtual world and then you actually like live life like how it's supposed to be, you feel shit. The moment you stop playing the video games, those negative thoughts come back again. But then when you're indulged in the video games, then you don't have those negative thoughts. So that therefore it pulls you to the game even more. Do you see how that, like, how this endless cycle works? It's not just video games, of course. It can be like pornography and junk food. So things that give you pleasure and you don't get those negative thoughts when you're doing the activity, the instant gratification activity. But then the moment you take a step back and then you stop doing it, you feel like, oh my god, why did I do that? Like now I feel like shit. Now, yeah, all the negative thoughts start to come back. Like, oh, I'm such a fat boy. I'm so, for this example, like, I'm so skinny, I'm so weak. How can I, like, I don't have the willpower to resist it. Like, why am I like that? You have all these thoughts. So what's like the solution for it? So I put over here, build something that you'll be proud of. Easiest one is your body. Like if you really think about it, like trying to build a business, that's quite hard. Trying to improve your social skills, you have to actually get out and talk to people, that's like so uncomfortable. easiest one is to build your body. Like when you are good in bodybuilding, building an aesthetic physique, you get so much benefits. You get the feeling of discipline, you get willpower, you get some social skills because you have to talk to the person like, oh, can I share the machine with you? You get attraction from girls, you get respect from men. Like bro, you get everything like when you have a body that everyone respects. So yeah, easiest one is like your body, and if I were to be honest, it doesn't take much effort. As of course it still takes like effort. You get going to the gym and eating clean, recovering well, but it's not as much as compared to like trying to start a business. So that's why if you really want to change your life easily, bro, like the gym is waiting for you. Like it's for you to take. Yeah, when you actually have a body that you love, you can't help but to feel confident in all situations. Because if let's say like the girl that you like, she somehow doesn't like you when you have this V-taper now, you can just be like, oh yeah, sure, like at least I still have my 10 out of 10 body, you know. Like you're so like nonchalant to everything else in the world, and you become like more masculine. Yeah, you're more rational instead of emotional, and everything now is like, oh yeah, but at least I have the body that I want, you know, which is so powerful. I feel like being confident in your own body, like I think that is priceless. It's a shame to see a man die without seeing the full potential of his body, without seeing the full capabilities of his body, or something which I agree. Like I think it's a shame for someone to grow old and to die without actually seeing what their body is capable of. And I feel like building an aesthetic physique, pushing yourself to the limits, knowing what weight you can carry. You might be surprised, like if you're a skinny guy and you go to the gym for like a month, like your strength increases like crazy. Like you go from like the 4 kg bench press, 4 kg dumbbell press to like 10 kg within like a month, which is crazy. You double your weight in a month. So how do you actually build the body that you love, that other girls love as well? Bulk up and aim for an aesthetic physique. The goal is not like Chris Bumstead and all these like big Mr. Olympia bodybuilders, Arnold Schwarzenegger, and what's the other one? Roman Coleman. Like all those are like, they're cool to like see and to like inspire and to watch, but then the goal is not that, because you'll be taking like steroids and it's bad for your health. Like that's a whole other discussion. But the goal is basically to just achieve a V-taper where your shoulders are wide and your waist is like slim. So as a skinny guy, like that's the best part. Like your waist is probably like quite skinny. So if you can just build muscle in like this area, that's why upper chest and the lateral delts, bro, you're gonna look so aesthetic. An actionable step that you can do right now is to just eat more. The cliche advice, oh, eat more. Like in my like the few videos that I've recorded over here, I'm pretty sure I said like eat more for like every single video. But it's true, like you don't overcomplicate of like what should you eat. Should I go on a carnivore diet? Should I go on keto? Should I go on paleo? I don't even know what the fuck is paleo, but I heard it before. Yeah, just don't overcomplicate things. Eat more, whether it's junk or not. As long as you're eating more and you go to the gym consistently, you look in the mirror and you see yourself growing, bro, stick to it. Like of course if you're seeing like love handles all of a sudden and then like you started to get like double chin, then yeah, maybe like cut down on the junk and fast food and sugar. But if you're like growing at a pretty decent rate that you like, stick with it. Like I don't see any harm like not tracking your weight, not tracking your calories, but just seeing your body grow. Like, I think that's all that matters, right? Why you're not, you didn't like get on this journey to be like, okay, my goal is to hit a caloric surplus of 250 calories above my maintenance. Like that wasn't your goal. Your goal was to like look better. So when you judge how you're gonna look better, use the mirror. Like just look at the mirror, see if you're growing or not, and use that as the judgment, use that as the measurement, the metric that you're optimizing for, not the weight on the scale and not the calories that you're supposed to take. Does that make sense? So the most important thing is how you look in the mirror, right? So if you think that you're eating a lot, and then 2 weeks goes by, and you still haven't seen like much progress, bro, you're not eating enough. Like, you might think that you're eating enough, like all this like above my maintenance, like all this maintenance calories bullshit. Like sometimes like I don't even track my calories at all, like since the start of my fitness journey, and I've made a lot of progress since. Like right now I think I'm like the all-time leanest that I'll get, because right now I'm trying to do like this business that I'm trying to work on, and like yeah, my diet is very like restrictive. Does that make sense? Like for like lunch I only eat like a carnivore lunch, so I only eat like eggs and meat for lunch, and then for dinner that's when I eat like carbs, because I don't want to get brain fog in the afternoon. If my focus was just to bulk up right now, I'll just eat like carbs and feel like lethargic whole day, like I don't give a shit, because I don't need my brain, right? But then now that I'm doing this business, trying to optimize like my brain to really like help people, then it becomes a different ball game already. So right now I might not be the best one to like preach you like building an aesthetic physique, right? But if you look at me, like without a shirt I look pretty good, like if I were to be honest. Of course I could be bigger, like I could be small right now, but I know how to fucking fight as well. Like I have 4 fights under my record, and so I don't have to worry if like some big guy tries to fight me. I'm just fucking like elbow him in the face, right? And also once you started eating a lot and you are like getting bigger, right, in terms of mass, it could be you're gonna put on fat and muscle at the same time. So don't be too worried if you put on too much fat, because you can cut down later. Other than that, you want to lift weights and to prioritize aesthetic muscles. So I've like the videos that I've recorded so far, like if you look at my YouTube channel, the past 3 videos I think were all about like helping skinny guys, because that's my niche apparently. That's my niche, and I wanna help skinny guys because I was like that, and I understand the pains and the struggles, the challenges that you might go through, and I can relate to you. So that's why I want to help you if you're like skinny. I think I'm a very good advocate at that, because I've done what I've preached, and I can probably yield the same results for you. So yeah, prioritize the 6 muscles that I always talk about: the lateral delts, the side of your shoulder, the lats, the upper chest, the neck, upper traps, as well as your abs. As long as you're prioritizing them, doing them at the start of your workout, bro, you'll be like golden. If right now you haven't prioritized them yet, change your workout routine, like the one, if you use like Google Docs, Notes, whatever, Notion, add like lateral dumbbells, like dumbbell raises to the start of the workout. Because at the start of the workout, you're the most fresh, you're the most like energetic, right? So you have the most energy. You do them at the start of a workout, you're basically putting like 100% of your intensity into the aesthetic part. If you do them at the end of the workout, the growth is not as significant as if you do them at the start. That makes sense, right? Like you probably can understand if you've been to the gym for like a few times already. At the start, it's like when you're the most energetic, and then like after half an hour, 45 minutes, you're like, fuck. Like, okay, like let's just do it, let's just finish it. So yeah, it's like the same. Like, and you can imagine like set at the start, it's not the same as the set at the end. So like if your first workout, it's definitely not the same as your last workout, right? In terms of like the energy, the vibe, the mood. And if you were to be honest, like which one is more like energetic and which one will give you more gains? The first one, right? So you want to prioritize it, put it at the start of your workout. And then yeah, I'll probably say like abs is the only thing that you don't have to do at the start of your workout, because I think abs is like, you need your abs. You need your abs for like almost every single like lift, every single workout. So if you're like fatiguing your abs at the start of your workout, chances are it's going to worsen the rest of the workout. So that's why I recommend like abs, do it at the end, and then any like compound lifts, any like aesthetic muscles, do it at the start, then followed by the isolation, then your abs. Like that makes sense, right? And I wrote here Not being confident in your own body is such a common problem that young men experience. It shouldn't be like that, and I'm proud of you for watching the whole video, and hopefully my words hit you to make a change, because you're not supposed to feel like that, and I was like that. So I totally understand if you feel like a bit of hatred and anger and aggression that you feel inside. If you feel any like that kind of feeling, if you feel those feelings that I talked about, that's called fuel. And that fuel is so important because it makes you like strive for more. It fuels your next workout. If you're a skinny guy and you want to build that dream V-Taper physique fast, click the first link in the description. It's a very intensive program with me. Like, it's not those like courses or ebooks that you buy and then like the creator is not even there. He just like set it up and then he's just gone. This one is like, I'm with you. I'll be with you the whole entire month. It won't be like, okay, first day, first week, I'll be with you and then like you're on your own. Like, it's not gonna be like that. The money that you paid for the month, that is the value that you're gonna get, and I'm gonna over deliver for you, bro. And I made the price so cheap as well. Like, if you look at the price right now, if you were to click the first link in the description, the price, that's the price that it's going to be for like the first or how many customers there are right now. When one customer joins, I'm gonna increase the price like slowly. So make sure you secure your spot early, and if you buy with the price that you see right now, it's going to be locked in like at that price for the rest of your life. So make sure you buy now and secure your spot, or else the moment that I increase the price, that's the price that you're gonna have to pay for the rest of your life. So that's why you want to get it immediately, because I'm pretty sure a lot of guys will start buying. So yeah, thanks for watching.